Remember yesterday's video? Well, I finished that video and then I was thinking of the title, and then I thought of this title that we have right now, and then I thought, whoa, I can talk about so many new things right now. So that's what we're doing right now. Let's get started. Why your ideas are weak. That's an interesting title. I don't mean that necessarily in a mean way. I just mean that I noticed in myself that a lot of times my ideas become really weak. And then I know that a lot of people have that same situation, but a lot of people might not be conscious about it. They might not realize that their ideas are weak. And what do I mean with that ideas are weak? Well, a lot of people's ideas, including mine, they're really diluted. And why are they diluted? Well, because of the internet. So the internet has given us so many good things, right? Our lives is what it is right now because we invented the internet. Everything is just instant. I can get information anywhere. Information is free. I can do my own research. There's just anything that you want, anything you want to know is on the internet. And now we have come to a place where we can make videos and we can actually connect with each other. We can have calls. We can do anything just from our room and actually have a human life, right? We can have connection, we can have conversations, all those things. And information is vast. Like you would never be able to consume all the information that is on the internet right now. There's just no way. The thing is that so many people are creating content right now. So many people are creating information right now, and you can consume all that information. And we are doing that. Like, for example, on social media, when you're scrolling, the only thing you're doing is you're consuming content. You're consuming information, whether that's quality information or not. It is information. These are megabytes, for example. Like, it's all information, and you're all consuming it. Even if you just scroll over it, your subconscious still notices that. So you're going through it and you're skipping through a lot. Now, what also happens is notifications, right? You're constantly getting notifications. And what I notice is that every time you think something, every time you think, this is a great idea, then someone else comes in with whatever. Look at my dog. Look at my thing. Look at this. Look at this. Look at that. And it's the same what I said in the last video about distractions. We really undervalue the damage that distraction does to us. Like, I don't know if I'm saying that right, but the damage that distraction gives us is a lot. Like, we are damaged. Our minds are damaged. And when I heard that for the first time, that how bad distraction is for people, I didn't really believe it. I was like, yeah, what doesn't matter, right? What doesn't matter that we get distracted? My mind is still working correctly. I'm still doing things, right? Yeah, but is that really true? Like, in some way it's still true. Like, we can still have a valuable conversation. We can still go really deep into different subjects. But the thing is that nowadays we just get distracted so many times that we don't even know what we know. So, for example, if I write a lot of things, then all of a sudden I find concepts that that were already in my mind, but I was never conscious of it. I never knew I had those profound thoughts in my head. That's why writing is such a good idea, because you find out what you know. You don't write what you know, you write because then you find out what you know. And the thing is, you write better if you don't get distracted. So if you're writing and then all of a sudden you get a notification, or all of a sudden you get something, or someone comes into the room and all those things, and then just the moment is distorted. So the thought that you had all of a sudden disappears, or it gets distorted, so it's not pure anymore. So what happens is that your idea becomes less valuable, your concept becomes less valuable, because all of a sudden it's not that straight line anymore, right? It's not anymore. It just gets interrupted. And that is when you're writing. But if you write without distractions, all of a sudden so much content comes out, so much value comes out. But every time you get distracted, it gets diluted a little bit. And for example, so many people are not meditating. So many people are not just sitting in the dark, just sitting there and not get distracted by anything. People like me too, right? It's not like I don't do bad things or bad things. When I say people, I include myself often. We get distracted the moment we get out of bed, for example. Like we got out of bed, phone. And I always thought, well, what does it matter, right? I'm just checking in with the friends and the I don't know, currencies, or with email or whatever, messages, notifications. What does it matter if I check that, right? Directly after I get out of bed. Well, it doesn't really matter that much on the surface level, but every time you're doing that, you're just constantly getting distracted. And the moment you are in tune with yourself is when you wake up or when you get sleepy. Like that's the moment where you stop thinking that much and you're just being. And every time that we are looking at notifications and looking at our phone, we aren't here, we're in our minds. Like we are analyzing things, and we're putting boundaries on ourselves every time that we get into that analytical mind. And there is a time and place for that analytical mind, but we should give the creation mind and the more being, we should give that a little bit more space. So when we wake up, for example, you might want to be productive right away. You might want to do things right away or send messages to people and get to work again and all those things. But it might be a better idea to do some yoga, to do some meditation. And I can get so much better at this. Like I'm horrible at this, but it's so much better to start the day, for example, non-distracted, where you're just with yourself. Because look, it sounds and feels unproductive. For me at least, every time I think I have to do that, it doesn't really feel productive. Especially if you've never done it, then it's like, yeah, why would I do that? That's just wasting time of the day. But actually, what you're really doing is you're kind of charging yourself. You're kind of charging your mind again, or you're charging your capabilities of having good ideas. And so, if you get in tune with yourself more often, and in moments that you don't get distracted, you will get so many more things done, and you will also have so many better ideas. Like, think about this. Everyone is constantly drinking coffee when they wake up. They're checking their phone. They're doing the things and are constantly checking in with other people's minds, right? They're constantly checking in with other people's ideas. And every time they're doing that, their mind gets diluted. Their ideas get diluted. And every time they lose themselves out of their essence, where in your essence is the most value, you get everything from inside of you. So if everyone is doing that, you can get, like, everyone's ideas are just weak. And when I say everyone, almost everyone, but so many people's ideas are weak. And if you can get the habits in, that you focus on yourself, that you are meditating, that you are doing yoga, that you are eating right, and that you're really focusing on that essence within you, and knowing that all the information comes out of you. We already established that, right? When you're writing, you can get the concepts out of you. If you do that, then it's incredibly easy to get into the top 20% of all the people, like everyone. Like, it's not that easy, that hard to get in the 20% of the top people, because the only thing you have to do is chill a little bit more without distractions. It's pretty easy. You can really literally just sit there and just don't think. And if you do that, you will get better at life. Like, honestly, this felt really weird to me when I started to do this, like meditation and stuff. Like, how can it be more productive to do nothing than to do something, right? But it's actually true. So if we sometimes just completely shut off, if we completely stop being distracted and just focus on ourselves, and focus really to keep focus on keeping the focus, and not thinking, just being, you will get so much better in life, and your ideas will be way stronger. So that's how you stop getting your, yeah, that's how you get your ideas to be stronger. And what happens when your ideas get stronger? Your concepts get stronger. And what happens when your concepts get stronger? Business gets stronger, your life gets stronger, just every aspect of your life gets better when your ideas stop being weak. And the only thing you can do to get your ideas to stop being weak is by getting less distracted. So whatever source of distraction you have in your life, cut it out. Cut it out, and your life will thank you for it. Let me know what you think. I'm curious to have this conversation because I don't think I've heard it in this kind of way that often. So let me know what you think, and I'll see you later. Bye.